So here's a guy called Kieran Proverbs telling a story about Danny G and Darren G. I thought this was kind of interesting anyway. I'm going to put a link to the full video down in the description.
So I'm sat in Strangeways, Cat A. I was down reception. The nurse is coming in, checking and saying, "Oh, you all right?" I said, "Yeah." "So you're going to be all right upstairs?" I'm saying, "Yeah." So, "Are you sure?" I'm sat there thinking, am I? Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking, am I? Because I've gone from here being one of the most dangerous to being here to be fucking just a little 19-year-old kid. Because now you've got fucking terrorists in there, people that are in for terrorism charges, murderers, all types. The worst of the worst go to Cat A.
Is this where the Danny G and Darren G were at?
I met Danny here. I didn't see Darren. I think Darren was in there actually, but he was over on the mains. He wasn't on the unit with us.
What was Danny G like? Because we did a video with Neil Sam, with Sam the guard, saying that he just fucking like 10 guards went in and he was throwing
he's a
them around
problem.
like rag dolls.
Yeah, he's a problem. He's a problem. I swear. Listen, and I don't say this just for clout or for attention, yeah? I was stood in the dinner queue one day with Danny, and you know the screws that got the buttons.
Yeah.
So one of the screws, the button was hanging out of its like metal case. Danny's gone, "Yeah, sure, that's a security breach." This screw, yeah, officer, screw, whatever you want to call him, yeah, he was a prick. Yeah, he was a proper prick, like type of guy you say, "Go what time it is, fuck off." All right, mate. Danny's gone to him, "Sure, that's a security breach." He's looked at him and gone, "Hey, Danny, you don't need that, mate. We know you don't need that." I'm looking thinking, wow, but I never knew who Danny was before this. Do you know what I mean? But then I was on there with a few other scousers like Ryan Lloyd and that from Crocky, a good mate of mine. So there's a few other scousers on there. The screws have come to them and says, "Yeah, Danny G's coming up this afternoon. Has anyone got any problems with him?" So everyone's like, nah. So I'm hearing the name, I'm thinking, who the hell's that? Like I'm saying to them, who's that? Why are they coming? To listen, this guy, he's ruthless. Do you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, all right. He's come up, then I've just seen him. He was the first guy, yeah? He used to shoulder press something stupid. I think it's about 130 key. Just stood there, just like that, like it's nothing. I'm thinking 140 it was, I'm lying, it was 140, just stood there like it's nothing. I'm thinking, wow, he's a beast, he's a unit. So he was, yeah, and all due respect to him, the officers respected him as well. And this was in Strangeways.
So Darren works out a lot and he's ripped to fuck. Is Danny a lot bigger than Darren?
Yeah, Danny's bulky. Darren's more cut up. I was in Loudon with him. He's another one. He's a strong guy as well.
Yeah.
He used to do power clean press with 130. I think his name was on the board in Loudon because they have a board of like the heaviest lifters. He got the 130 for his weight category.
Do you have any other stories of Danny?
Danny, nah. Remember, we almost got into an altercation once in the gym. Me and Danny.
You and Danny?
Yeah.
What
in the gym.
What was that over then?
Weights. Because in Strangeways, there's only 140 kilos in the gym. Because on the unit, there's only about 20 inmates, let's say. Yeah, so about 8 of yous will be in the gym. So you have to share 140 key between yous. So like I said, he's just doing this fucking madness. No, 180 key in the gym. So he's just doing this madness. He's got all the weights. So we have to share the weights. So then what's happened, he's got the weights. So then it was supposed to be my set. So we're waiting for him. Done whatever. So it was supposed to be my turn now. So then he's turned around. "Nah, I'm going again." "Oh yeah, how the fuck do you mean going again? It's sharing it." He's ended up going off. Rah! Doing all that. I've tried to grab the weights. He's barging me, bouncing off him like fucking hell. And I wasn't a small guy at this point, but ain't afraid to say it.
You're not a small guy now.
Yeah, like I was just bouncing off him. Like it wasn't punches or not. It was more like just tussling. Do you know what I mean? So when I'm trying to grab weights, he's barging me out. I'm just flying around like a rag doll. Then one of my other friends, one of the older lot, he's come down from Franklin for accumulated visits. So he's just like called all like, "Yo, what's going on? Chill out, man." Like then we've all stopped. Then another good friend of mine, Chaos from London, he was there. So he just started going ballistic. Oh, what's going on? So everyone's just stopped like, he's like, what's going on? Why are we fighting? So then it's all just stopped from then. Then we've gone back upstairs, went and spoke to Danny, says to him, you know what, just forget about it, man. It's just some bullshit. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really want nothing with him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though I had friends on there, I thought I don't really want nothing with him it's like the Hulk. It's a big lump of a man. And I thought, you know what? And especially when I was bouncing off him, I thought, nah.
Do you think Danny G will ever get out of prison?
I'm not sure. I seen him again in Loudon, so I know he's progressing through the system. But I think he might be IPP. And
yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, so it's hard work. What you have to do with IPP, they have to prove that, no, you have to prove you're no longer a risk to society. And if you've got a bad reputation in jail, psychologists and whoever else, they're not going to really give you a good report to let you out. So I hope he does, but them IPPs are bastards.
They're treating him like the new Charles Bronson, aren't they?
Yeah, well, then he's going to have problems then.
Yeah. So in that Cat A then, Supermax, is the tension between the people from Liverpool and Manchester?
Nah, that was in Young Offenders.
In the Young Offenders is the tension.
Yeah, Young Offenders, it was like the Manx and Scousers. At times we would get along. Then all it takes is one person. Because while I was there, we used to get along because we had the weed and they had the phones. So we'd kind of coexist. But then when I got shipped out, all it takes is one person to come and spoil the whole thing. So one geezer's come. My mates borrowed him a phone. It's ended up stealing the phone and whatever. Then it's ended up turning into tension. Do you know what I mean? So now he was at war and like that. But in these Northwest jails, they're the two biggest gangs, if you know what I mean, the Manx and the Scousers. Do you know what I mean? So there was them two, and then sometimes we get along and other times we can't.
Because I'm from Widnes, and I'd go raving in Manchester and raving in Liverpool. And then when my Manc friends would be like, come and check, the state out on Quadrant Park. Like, oh, it's so moody now with the fucking soccer hooliganism.
Yeah.
And these guys are proper, like, had big old chains on, tattooed up and everything. But in the end, I did convince some to go either side. And with the rave scene, everyone on ecstasy, it was quite peaceful. They were shitting themselves first thinking they were going to get attacked, but it was all quite peaceful. But that rivalry's just long standing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I've got a few Scouts supporters on my YouTube page, and when they start messaging me and all that, saying, "Oh, it's your mate, it's your Scouts mate," and I'm saying, "Fuck off." Do you know what I mean? So, you know what? To hear that from a Scout, I appreciate it. You know, even when I come up today, and I'm stood there, I'm thinking, "Oh, fucking hell, I need to ask for directions." For, how do I get to Tesco from here? They've looked at me and gone, "Yeah, just round that bend, kid." And I'm thinking, all right, sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sweet, man.
Because Widnes, not much happened, and I just parted my house off in Liverpool and Manchester. It was like, they knew how to party properly.